I missed you. I am back again, baby. So, today we're going to be talking about something very important, and that is the power of social media and posting content.
Cos'è?
I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. When you are posting content, how do you feel? When you are posting content, how do you feel? Because a lot of times when I have posted content, I've been like this. Oh my God, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to post this content. Okay, uh, posted. Man, that was good. I did it. I'm never doing that again. That was literally like my mind. Just like that. I kid you not. I'd be like, oh my God, that was so crazy. Oh my gosh, that was so crazy. Pardon my language. And I would always feel very timid and shy and scared, almost like I was Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Like Scoob, like Scoob. And it was just so interesting to me because that wasn't who I was, right? So I was asking myself, how am I supposed to walk with good energy and tell people to, walk with powerful and positive light and powerful energy if I'm not doing it? How could I walk in other aspects of my life like that? But when it came to posting, I couldn't do that, right? So when you're posting content, it's really important that you're making sure that you are adopting a mindset that's going to really allow people to understand where you're coming from, not only physically and from the video, but like spiritually too. Your energy has a very funny way of showing up in other aspects. Have you ever ate a pizza, right? Have you ever eaten something and you're like, man, this pizza is so good. Like you open the box or you go and take off the slice off of the plate and you bite into it and you just hear the or the or like just like the like you just hear like the pizza almost breathing because it's just so perfectly made with the bread and the flour and the water and the yeast and the oil and the garlic and the marinara sauce and the cheese and the tri-blend cheese and the organic free range cheese and the toppings, right? You eat it and you bite into it and you're like, man, this was amazing, right? Why do you think that? The reason why you think that is because it is amazing because the person that made that pizza with love. When I used to make pizzas and sell pizzas to people, that was a powerful thing, which is why they kept on coming back. They would not want anybody else to make it but me. They wouldn't want anybody else. They would just want me to say, "Hey, can you make this?" Da 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 da. I I got you. I got you. So, what am I trying to say? When I would even meal prep for people, guess what? They would say, "We only want cause." When I would be a private chef for people, right? They would only want me. So, I don't know if I'll get back into that. Side note, if you're in Florida or if you're just anywhere and you actually want me to cook for you, I might be able to pull that back out, but just know there's going to be a caveat. You have to let me film. You have to let me record. If you don't let me record the event, we're definitely not going to work together. But, you know, that's one thing for sure. But that's a side note. What I'm trying to say is that when you are posting content and when you are doing things, there's an energy that carries with it, right? So when I would make those pizzas, when I would cook for people, they would feel the love. They would feel that eternal and internal hug from my body to theirs. And they would say, dang, this food is delicious. Oh my God. So instead of me being like a Shaggy, like, oh, like Scoob, it would just be more so, wow, I did that. It'd be more like a Thor. Have you heard of Thor from Marvel, right? Asgardians, we must fight. It was very, aha, yes, indeed. Did you like the food? Of course you did. Come, lady, let's run off into the sunset, and I shall cook for you forever. It was very a lot more heroic. It was a lot more confident, right? When I would cook and they would eat that. So I was like, why can't I transfer that energy into my content and into my posting? So now, right, when I post, I press that button so confidently. I say upload post, I say schedule post because I know what I'm bringing and I know that my mindset is in a very good place, right? Oh my God, cause I would love to do that, but I can't. I'm running a business. Buddy, Bubba, girl, darling, dear, I'm running one too. I'm managing a social media page. I'm managing clients' pages. I'm managing a YouTube channel and Instagram. I'm doing the same thing. I'm literally over here. I'd get a thumbnail. I'm over here literally working out, doing things. All right, sweetheart. Like I get it. I know you're busy, and I am too, making an impact, which is why I'm making this video for you. But right, what I'm trying to say is that you need to carry that energy into other aspects of your life. Let that cup runneth over, right? Like it says in the Bible, and let it flow into other things. Because I'm telling you right now, your energy is important. There are people that are posting tons and tons and tons of slop, but you can't post. But you're a polymath, but you're amazing, but you're a 100K earner, but you are making over 100K, but you are an entrepreneur that's in your 30s that literally has been doing business for a long time and you have a system that works, but you're afraid to post content, right? I'm okay with just making this amount of money. I don't want to make an extra amount. I'm okay with not having a social media presence, but it's for other people. And, when people look up my store, I only pop up on Google, but I don't pop up on Instagram and I don't pop up on YouTube. So now clients actually aren't going to be, or customers aren't going to actually be able to see my page versus the other person that's 5 blocks down. Does that kind of make sense? Are we starting to flow with, are you starting to catch what I'm saying? Are you starting to catch my drift, right? So when you are posting content, when you are doing anything with content, you need to have a good, clear headspace and great energy. Mm. This time I'm drinking like this non-stem pre-workout. We'll workout. Long story short, what I'm trying to say is it's important, you don't want to be the person that is just stuck only doing that one way, that one way of thinking, that one way of moving. You just don't, because I'm telling you right now, your mindset is everything. For the people that resonate with this video, because I already know you do, go ahead and tell me if I'm wrong, but your mindset is everything. I even wrote something down. Watch this. I wrote something down real quick. Oh my God, I'm opening my phone and I'm not talking for a second. You're going to jump off the video. No, you're not, because I know you rock with me. And on top of that, you're part of the completers. We complete stuff over here. So pay attention, all right? There's a mindset that you have to have when posting content. You need to give yourself praise for posting because you just did that. But that does not mean you stop posting. I'm going to read that again. There's a mindset to have when posting content. You need to give yourself praise for posting because you just did that. But that doesn't mean you stop posting. Have a good energy when you post it. That will help flow into the video. That's true. When you are posting, you need to make sure that you are confident in what you do. When you are going out with that girl, when you are laying down the sauce to get her, you're making sure that you are 10 toes down and you are going super saiyan. You are focused. You are locked into what you're doing, right? So when you're posting content, do not shrug it off like it's a not, and don't shrug off content like it's not important. Stop doing that. Please, I'm begging you to stop. Because when you keep on operating in this mindset of, oh, yeah, I gotta post content, it's almost like, imagine you being married, right? Let's just say you're a woman and you're like, your husband just came home and your husband's happy to see you, and you're like, oh, I have to see my husband now. And you've been by yourself at the house. You've been out for the whole day, and let's just say you've been running personal errands for yourself or maybe getting a massage, or let's just say you've been out all day. You're already giving off an energy where you're not going to enjoy being in the present. Yeah, you might be frustrated. Yeah, you might be having stuff go on, but for you to be like, oh, I have to go see my husband now, or oh my God, now we have to hang out. Like, if that's the case, why do it? Why are you even married? Why are you in a relationship, right? That's a whole nother video though, right? But what I'm trying to say is treat it like that, but in an opposite way. You're married to your business, right? And guess what? A part of your business is content. So instead of operating like, oh, I have to post content, be like, okay, cool. I know what my idea is. I know what my script is. I know some of my talking points. I'm going to rip it. I'm going to try my best and see what happens. Because the best part about this journey is that we get a chance to try again. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Try again, right? And it's really true because a lot of people put this negative stigma on content and are now literally running to AI to make your content. And it's just so funny to me because instead of you doing it, now you skipped a step and you're going to another high level application, right? You're using an LLM. Oh, you thought I didn't know about AI? Whoo, listen here, baby. I know a lot of things. So check this out. When you're using an LLM, not only are you using a massive amount of electricity for the grid, right? But you are also letting them learn more about your personal information. If you have any type of AI on your desktop or on your phone, just know that there's a chance that your information could be captured and stored in their servers, right? So when you're doing that, by all means, cool. If you don't care, do it. But you're not aware of how powerful that application is, and you're not using it to its full extent. You're more so using it to save time, right? You're more so using it to, handle other things. But how can you properly know that that AI is handling your videos or your content if you've never used it before? How do you know what you're posting right now is okay if you've never used it, right? How do you know how to properly? Oh, perfect. How can you drive a car, right? If you've never even stepped foot in the car and pressed the gas. Oh, because I've sat in the passenger seat. Well, listen here. I'm letting you know right now. When you're using AI, you're just sitting in the passenger seat again because you're not driving. When you are creating the content yourself, when you are scripting, ideating, when you are hiring somebody to work and handle it for you and you're a part of it, that's way different. You are literally in the driver's seat, right? If any of you guys, side note, if any of you guys are in, Florida, if you guys are in South Florida, right? In Miami, Las Olas, Fort Lauderdale, Parkland, those different areas, and Orlando, Georgia, go ahead and hit me up, right? I will go ahead and see what we can do if you guys need like coaching or if you guys need more so a strategy made or if you actually need your content created, edited, and posted and scheduled. We could talk. Hit me at COSZE7 cost 7, right? But I don't want to digress. What I'm trying to say is that when you're not in the field of posting content, when you're not creating content, when you are not actually doing it yourself, things change. Things change. I promise you things change because I was there. I jumped straight to AI thinking that it was going to solve all my problems when it didn't do anything, right? Because I wasn't in the midst of actually doing the main thing that I need to do, which is create a plan, which was to get a clear mindset, which was to know how to properly script, right? Because it was easy for me to do it for other people, but it was hard for me to do it for myself. I'm going to say that again. It was easy for me to do it for other people, but it was hard for me to do it for myself, right? So, long story short, more of the story. When you are posting content, make sure that you are operating in a positive mindset. Make sure that you're operating in a frame of mind where you can manifest good energy and you can know that this video was made with love and it was made with a delicate technique. that was so flavorful and fruitful to the point where you had to say, chef's kissed, and post it. Good job, you posted it, but that does not mean that the battle is over. You need to pick up your sword and shield and fight again because there is another boss. We are completers over here. We complete things, okay? After you post that video, give yourself some praise and we go on to the next one. And okay, if we're going to use AI this time, it's okay because now we know how to film, how to use the camera, how to use your iPhone, how to use a mic, how to properly sit up, how to make sure that you're framed and you're good, right? These are aspects that are important. Okay? So make sure that you lead with this. Make sure that you're aware of this and I hope that this hit you some way. I think my camera is in focus. I hope it is. It's been a little buggy. I gotta maybe reset some things. But I just hope that you're listening to the words that I have to say today and that it's resonating with you because I know some of you guys already resonate with this video. But for the people that are new, welcome. My name's Kaz. I am a professional yapper and I love to help coach people in social media. I love social media marketing. I love content creation. I love video production. I'm just a productivity guy, I guess you can say. I don't know. I just love what I do and I love to help people. So hopefully this resonated with you and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tap in with you soon. All right, later, completers. I like that name, completers. Pretty cool.